Alright, so I'm gonna be going over the dupe and butter hub. The slot one, some of you are saying y'all have problems with it. I'm gonna be doing this in a private server. You can do this in a public server. I will be using fluxes. I recommend using fluxes because fluxes is what everything is coded in right now. Since Synapse and Scriptar have been down, we have been using fluxes and vals, mainly fluxes though now. So I just joined on UWP. If y'all do not have the link to UWP, there is a download for it in the description. Link for it. So I'm just going to join on my alt and my account that has the base. I have not used this dupe in a little bit, so this is me doing it completely with y'all basically. So I'm gonna, it's already injected. Now I'm gonna run the script, ButterHub. There we go. Now I have my ButterHub open on my left side, which is my exploiting account. The account that is exploiting should have the base. You can exploit on both, but one of the accounts have to have the base. Now the first thing I'm gonna have y'all do is you're gonna go to whitelist on this account, whitelist, give them all, and do that on both accounts. This can either be you can be doing this with a friend or an alt account. It does not matter. Just follow the same steps. So now what you want to do is find what slot you want to dupe. I'm going to be duping my slot 5. As you can see, I've not loaded a base on here since 9.9. So I've not done this in a little bit. I'm going to be loading my slot 9 though. It is the normal base that you always see us dupe and have. I would recommend having at least a data size 3. There are people that have duped data size 1s and 2. But just because it dupes one time does not mean it's going to consistently dupe. The bigger your base is, the least chance to get wiped. So as you can see, this base doesn't have a lot of items. Now, if you want to make a base to be able to get dupe, so if you have like a .1, you want to just throw items on it to be able to make dupe, don't just go out and buy like a million of one item. I'd recommend getting a couple of items because it makes the dupe work better. Because having lots of items, because the dupe is not good for duping one consistency of one item. So if I just have a .5 of just n times x's, it's not going to dupe the entire base because it doesn't register it. It just it's how the dupe works. So I would recommend getting a handful of items, at least in getting up to data size 3. If you're duping wood bases, sometimes the dupe does not fully dupe wood, and that we don't get why that works. It usually only works like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, not Pacific Standard Time. It would be 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Central, so 6 to 6. And we don't know why that is. It's like the only time that it likes to save for some reason. So if you're going to be duping wood bases, I would recommend going to a different video about how to just dupe wood bases. But how to do the normal dupe in ButterHub right here, Mirror Maxland. You're going to put, so I'm going to go into my slot. And I'm going to send, I'm going to go slot 5. I'm going to do slot 5. Now, I would send my alt money, but I do not have any money, so I need to sell something. So I'm just going to go to item. And I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to sell selected wood. There you go. Now I have $1,036. What I'm going to do on this alt account or your friend's account is I'm going to overwrite a base or save a base. You do want to overwrite it. You do not want to get a new base like that already has land. You do not want land. And now I'm gonna send it $80. Can send 100 if you want. You only need $100 in total to get land. And now I'm gonna walk over my alt or your friend account to over here where the chairs are in the land store. And now I'm just gonna stand in front of this guy right here. This is the guy that you need to buy land from. I'm gonna press yes, I do, and then I'm just gonna leave it like that. You don't need to do that, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna reload the base on the main account that owns the base. Alright, now I'm gonna press quit. And now what you want to do is you just want to go back to dupe and press well, sorry, first you want to turn on that too. You want to turn on Mirror Maxland. Now just press dupe. Now it will do almost everything for you. It's going to do the first starts for you. And now it says done loading base, not on the red one. What that means is not on the red one. I do have everything red for me. That is my texture. So this being red is fine. What it means not on the red one is this one over here. You see how that's red? Do not load wherever the red plot is. So I'm going to load right here. And now make sure in F9 says that. That's fine. Now I'll just load it. And now what it's going to do is it's going to make me leave the game. Alright, now that it made me leave the game, I'm going to rejoin it. And as you can see, my base perfectly duped. It does not dupe every single item because it has to leave on a certain item. So sometimes you may not get every single item. That's why we recommend the bigger the data size and the more items you have. But now we do so if I re-inject, if you are exploiting on both accounts, we do have a claim tool. You just go to slot. What do you have a claim? This should be like slot 4. It is not slot 4. Well, slot 4 is over there. You see how that's green? It would do that exact thing, and you would just press take land. But since I do not need it on this account, is this like 6 then? No, this is 7. So like, say if no, it's 8. Damn. No, it's not. It's 5. Sorry. I don't know. So basically, you would just get it until it gets to this slot. But since I do not want it on this account, I am not going to be doing it on this account because I do not want the base. That would be slot cloning, which we do have a separate video for that. And apparently it's none of these, but maybe it's because it wasn't claimable yet. Yeah, see, it just wasn't claimable yet. That's why. So now that I could do that, if I was exploiting this account and this is the account I wanted the base on, I would just press take land. But since I want it on my alt account, I'm going to go to my alt and I'm going to claim it. And now what you want to do is first go back to the account that originally owned it. You do need to rejoin the server and then go load, go menu load, and then load in any base into the sky. And then as you can see on this account, I can now interact with objects. Now that I'm in the sky, you can press cancel or quit, whatever one you prefer. It's the same thing. But yeah, now that you see that I can interact with items, the wood should save since it's not a wood base. Wood bases do not like, okay, so the wood did not. Now what I'm gonna do is send $0 and see if it updates the wood. So yeah, sometimes just sending $0 will update wood. So there you go. All you want to do now is reload. And there you go, everything duped. I now have that slot on 2 accounts. So as you can see, if I load it in, I'll load in this one. Whatever is good. It looks exactly like the slot I have on this account. And it's because it is the exact same, minus maybe like 1 or 2 items. Because it does not always dupe every single item because it has to. Not. But it did dupe the entire base, as you can see. That sawmill, they are identical. So there is, I can even, no, I can, actually, never mind. But yeah, so that is how you base dupe. The bigger your data size is, the less chance to get wiped. So if you have like a .16, I guarantee you will not get wiped. I don't get how somebody said they did get wiped in a .18 or a .16, which doesn't make any sense. They had to mess up something because that, with how the dupe works, that's literally impossible because you would leave way too early. So yeah, that's basically how the dupe works. If y'all have any questions, please join our Discord and go to support, and we'll help you as soon as we can.